Welcome back to Father to Six. I am the General. Fellas, fathers, dads, you know what time it is. Yep, it's time to step up and step into your authority as an active father. That's right. I was talking to one of the fellas yesterday, and he's telling me like, man, you know what? This father thing is a lot. New dad. He's like, yeah, I got a newborn and whatnot, but you know, I just didn't know this was gonna be like this. I said, bruh, join the club. Pick a number, okay? Because that's a normal feeling, and every father, every man feels like that. So it's like, where do I start? I'm like, man, it's there's no right answer, okay? I'm like, well, you know what we can start with the basics. Start with the basics. One of the things I've learned in the Marine Corps, hoorah, my Marines that were dogs. One of the things I learned in the Marine Corps in training, we always started the basics. Started the basics, the fundamentals. Okay? The basics, fundamentals, the core. Okay? Start there. What's the basics? The basics is manners, respect, and being a gentleman. Okay? That's the basics. Let's start with the very basic thing. Please. Thank you. You're welcome. My pleasure. Pardon me. Excuse me. Simple phrases to say that are respectful and that gentlemen use and say. When I say gentlemen, I'm not talking about no weak dude, nobody weak, getting run over. I'm not talking about that, because a real man is a gentleman. And a gentleman knows how to be respectful. Let's make this a lifestyle of being a gentleman. Okay? Basics. Here's another basics. Being as formal as possible. Being as formal as possible. What I mean by formal? Using sir or ma'am. Often. Frequently. Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am. You know, if you don't know that person's name. You know, using miss, Mrs. What's the difference between miss, M-I-S-S, and miss, M-S, and Mrs., M-R-S? I'll tell you. M-I-S-S, miss, I might be pronouncing it wrong, hope not. That's usually used for a young lady, little girl, young teenager, you know, possibly, you know, young 20s. MS, miss, is used usually for someone who you're unsure of is married, or someone who is unmarried. And then MRS is used, Mrs., to a woman who is married. Context clues, fellas. You gotta teach our sons that, our daughters that, also our children. Look at the ring finger. And that's not always an indicator, but sometimes it is. Usually when you see a woman with a ring on her finger on the left hand, I don't got one, I'm not married. Usually when you see the ring on her finger, usually she's engaged or married. And it's okay, you know, to say, hey, Mrs. Smith. Good morning, Mrs. Smith. How are you? I guarantee you that'll be more appreciated than what up. As a gentleman, you need to be respectful. And when you're using respect and you're respectful all the time and being overly formal, you become set aside. People will start to respect you. They will respect you. They'll set you aside like, oh, that guy, I know that guy. And he's always respectful. Ma'am and sir all the time. So start with the basics. But throw one more thing out there. Teach your boys at a young age. You see an elder and you sitting down, offer your seat up to the elder. And the elder is someone who is someone of your senior. And when I say elder, I'm meaning someone old enough to be a grandmother, grandfather, someone who's disabled. I know disabled people are not called elders, but we talk about manners and being a gentleman. Okay, you see a pregnant woman. Okay, you see a woman with children, young kids, you know what I mean? Get up. Tell your sons, teach them, get up. Ma'am, you can have my seat. If you like, you can have my seat, ma'am. Usually ladies will be like, oh no, I'm good. No, ma'am, come on. You can have my seat, ma'am. Allow me to be a gentleman. Bam. It's like, whoa, okay, who raised you? I came from good stock. Holding the doors for a family. And I'm talking about a woman with kids. We travel. Yeah, it's coronavirus. I don't got my mask on because I'm not around nobody. Okay. But we travel, going in and out of stores, and most stores have the electric doors and doors open up on your own, but sometimes they don't. You see a woman, tell your sons, you see a woman coming in, hold the door for her. Good morning, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am. Have a good day. Happy New Year. It's early in the year. A greeting. And smile. People love smiles. Smiles are invited. So start with the basics. Manners, dignity, and respect. That's where you start at. So I challenge you right now to go ahead and talk to your kids about dignity and respect. Yeah, I talked a lot about the boys and what the fathers should be doing to tell the sons. But fathers, teach your daughters that too. This is what you should expect from your future husband, a guy that you're dating. Okay? Is he using manners? These are key indicators. Red flags, I should say. Not using manners. And you know what? We all got our swag talk. We all cuss and whatnot when we with the fellas, or, we comfortable around people. But is this an individual that I can bring home to my family? Is this an individual that we can sit down and conduct business together? Am I going to be embarrassed to take my husband with me to a job function, or vice versa? I'm going to be embarrassed to take my wife with me to a job function. Okay. So with that said, go ahead and hit the like, subscribe, and share. Share this message. Share this message right now. There's a father out there, a future father. There's boys out there watching this, young ladies watching this right now, moms watching this right now. Share it, pass on the information. Maybe you might not know somebody who needs it, but maybe they know someone that can use this information. Father the 6th, 2021. Let's get it. The General.